Hello everyone, my name is Squirtle Oyster, and today we are going to review the Heingra. Heingra. I'm assuming that's the spelling is correct. So this is going to be from Gundam Witch Mercury series. So these were showcased to be the new mass production mobile suits from the Glassly. I want to say the faction, Glassly faction. During the prologue episode before the first episode started off, which these mobile suits were really interesting to where they kind of looked like the GMs or GMs from like the Federation type of style mobile suit, but they have their own weird newly design on these guys. Like the facial visor on them looked different compared to like a regular GM. Instead of all white or blue, it is considered black. No, sorry, not black. Pink. Now, when we were watching on the prologue episode, these guys were basically the grunt type of mobile suits before years later on. Like the time skip on the years with the Glassly faction. Basically, they're the dominant government for the Earth and the space side. So instead of them being brown, the second grunt type version is that they're all gray. The only thing that's color variant is just that the visor is still pink regardless. Now, these guys were pretty badass on during their way of fighting. Now, these type of mobile suits, basically they're grunt mobile suits, but they do not have the G power like the Gundam frames. They do have permit score systems, but their permit score system is not technically like the Gundam frames. Like with Ariel, Thorn U, and what the other Gundam that the clone guy was piloting until the original guy decided to pilot it. But their weapons aren't that. Their weapons, they have multiple weapons on this type of mobile suit, to where basically it has this regular beam rifle. Believe that these two these two on the front chest of the torso, I believe they're beam Vulcans in a way. And also from their shield as well. Their shield is another secondary weapon. So basically it is a shield basically, but from all four of these holes is basically the beam Vulcans. And also comes with two standardized beam sabers. Now, if anyone watched the show and think about how come that there are certain mobile suits that their beam sabers are pink and then others are blue or green color beam saber. Now, there is a differential colorization on those beam sabers. So for pink, it's considered to be non-lethal. Same thing for the blue beam sabers as well. The only thing is non-lethal technically is the green beam saber or the green blade off, like I say, besides a beam saber, basically a melee weapon or a spear or an axe or a sword. It's just that it's just set to non-lethal. It can still do damage and possibly might kill the pilot, but it won't be as efficient than non-lethal weaponry. As of Ariel is the Mark II or the rebuilt version is technically been set to non-lethal setting with the cannon from the the beam rifle. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. Yeah. So after the prologue scene on the episode, we haven't seen these guys later on down the line. And with the gray ones that we've seen, they made a few upgrades and downgrades on the weapons that they have for these guys. I'm not too certain that there's different obviously they have different versions of these guys, because it would be that commander unit. Now, The one thing that they did change is that besides the mobile suit's colorization from brown to gray, they did change the beam rifle, and then they did change the shield from the newer design, and on its backpack, instead of having two beam sabers, so this part right here where the other beam saber would be, or either one of them, they took one side off so that they can have like a little shoulder cannon. I'm assuming for long range or close range, or if for any not artillery, but for ground forces or so. Like I said, if you don't want to use your beam rifle, then you can just use your beam cannon on your shoulder. Or, yeah. There's not a lot to go off from my knowledge on this type of mobile suits, and that is my fault that I didn't do better research on this. But I have been wanting this type of model for a while, ever since I watched the prologue episode. And when I saw this model off of Instagram from one of the other Gundam fans on there, and I saw the link, it was lead up to P Bandai. So I was able to get this from P Bandai on the .com for premium models, or even regular models, I believe, but mostly premium. Some of the models and some of the other Gundam related items are pretty pricey, but for the high grades, they're pretty decent price. Now they also even have the P Bandai the Black Knight set from the Freedom Gundam movie. Still haven't watched the movie yet, but still need to get the models as well. I'm going to put down P Bandai on the website down in the description, and I have seen them on eBay. I'll put it down the eBay for you guys. If you all have any comments or questions to also educate me on the sorry, I'm stuttering so much. On the design history or the manufacturing history of the Heingra, definitely let me know. I do want to learn more about this mobile suit, including all the other ones throughout the Witch Mercury series, because there's a lot that I don't know of from the manufacturing on each mobile suits and different factions. But they do look cool, and I like them. There's certain designs of them as well. And if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe, go for it. Subscribe. Can't force you. And I'll see you guys on the next review. Bye-bye.